Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. We're here with the Ford Mustang Mach-E. It was released in the Philippines a couple of months ago, and we're here to take it on a drive around Melbourne. We're going to go on a scenic route, and it's going to end at an airstrip. It's going to be a very exciting drive. I'm excited to hit the road. It's cold, so before we go, I'm going to head back inside and warm up. But yeah, check it out. So we're in the Mustang Mach-E. We've driven about 30 kilometers through the highway, through the suburbs, and now it seems like we're on some, I guess, their version of provincial roads. We're on the right-hand side. It's very new to me, but thankfully the Mustang has really performed well. It's very responsive for an electric vehicle. There isn't that much of a learning curve as when it comes to other electric vehicles, and it's been a very comfortable ride so far. There are some drive modes, but we've kept it on standard the whole way, and it's been really good. It's been very smooth. We're heading right now to Healesville. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it should be a bit naturey, and hopefully we'll see some wildlife along the way. All right, we'll check back at the next stop. So we've made it at our first stop here in Healesville. Healesville Country Club. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right at all. And it's been about 65 kilometers with this Ford Mustang Mach-E. So particularly, this is the rear-wheel drive performance, and it's a step below the all-wheel drive performance we get in the Philippines. And yeah, over the past 65 kilometers through suburbs, highways, and a few provincial roads, it's been a really fun and engaging drive. There is almost no learning curve. We didn't turn on the one-pedal mode, which might be a little bit different. But so far, it's been really easy to drive for a performance car or for a performance EV. Responsiveness is on point, steering is really easy, the ADAS system works really well, and I'm excited to get back on the road. But we do have a few things to do here at the Country Club first, and I'll check in again later. So we have the car in untamed mode, which is, I guess, Ford's version of the sport mode, and you can really feel the stiffened steering. The pedal response is a lot heavier, but it still feels accurate and responsive as well. One thing we can say about the Ford Mach-E is that its lane keep assist systems are very on point, and they're not as aggressive as other systems. When you veer a bit out of the lane, when you're slightly touching the line, there is a soft vibration that prompts you to go back into the lane. It doesn't jerk you back in, or it doesn't pull you back in aggressively like other ADAS systems. It's very unobtrusive, I'd say. Now, while we are on untamed mode and there is supposed to be some extra propulsion sounds, I'm not exactly hearing that. Maybe we aren't going fast enough, but there aren't a lot of sounds coming out of the Mach-E. There is even a whisper mode that is supposed to keep things extra quiet. We have gone over a couple of potholes and road imperfections, and the Mustang handles that pretty well. When driving over potholes, we haven't rattled all over the cabin. We've stayed planted, and again, for a vehicle with all this weight, it pushes that weight very elegantly. And it's been a very smooth drive so far. It's rated for about 500 to 600 kilometers of range. We're about 82% right now, and it's at 449 kilometers. So it definitely has the potential to be a good weekend or expressway warrior when going for those like quick out-of-town vacations. And back when we started this drive, we got to fill up the trunk with a lot of things actually. It could fit about 2 mid-sized luggages, a backpack, a weekend bag, and a couple of other small items over there. And that's also something Ford wants to promote with the Mach-E, that it is a good weekend car. The front trunk up front is waterproof, and there is a drainage system, so you could put ice, the ice could melt, and you just have to pop a hole and or you just have to pop one of those tabs and the water will just like flow out. So at least in the context of an urban drive, and I guess this countryside provincial ride, we haven't really gotten to experience the performance aspect of the Mach-E just yet, and maybe we won't even experience that in this trim of the car, this premium version. The GT spec does have those modifications for the track, and again, that is just for the track. So in day-to-day drives, stop-and-go traffic, the Mach-E sounds like a very good contender for those looking for a daily driver EV. But it's just so weird to say that about a Mustang, you know? Like, it's so strange to think, okay, yeah, I could daily a Mustang in the city and it's not going to cost me a cent of gas or a centavo of gas for that.
When you're ready, full throttle.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Nice, enough. Perfect. And then on the brakes.
Yep.
And slow down.
So I just got done with my acceleration test in that Mach-E. We took it to the other side of the runway. Sadly, we weren't allowed to get into the grass and get better shots of the photos, but hopefully we can get the footage from inside the car. So that specific one is a GT model. Sadly, that's not available in the Philippines. It comes with a more powerful motor package, which ups the horsepower and the torque. But we do get a longer range variant though, so it's not a total loss. It also has an improved sound package, so when you're on untamed mode, it should sound a lot more V8y or V8-ish in that regard. When I floored it, I will say that the sound of the gravel twisting on the rear wheels sounded much louder than the artificial sounds, so take that as you will. It was still an engaging ride. I got to hit about 150 kilometers. My stomach's all turned out. I got pushed back into my seat. I guess like how a Mustang would be, but you know, electric. So I guess that's where you can say all the Mustang DNA went into this electric model. And that actually caps off our trip. That's the last planned activity, and we'll be heading back to Manila soon. We're gonna stick around this airfield for a little bit, and we'll see you back in Manila. And this has been Billy from Top Gear, and I'll see you guys next time.